Good afternoon and welcome to Mining Investment Middle East and Central Asia Conference 2017 here in Muscat, Oman. So perhaps you can share with our viewers what's your name and which company you're from and what your company does.
My name is Walid Hafez. I started my company 27 years ago in Egypt. We're mainly suppliers of raw materials and machinery to the ceramic industry, which includes the tiles, sanitary ware, tableware, glass, pipes, ceramic insulators. And we expanded our business to the region, the GCC. So we are also present in the GCC, so we supply through our company in Dubai.
Okay. So the first question would be, I think people might be curious, what's the connection between the ceramics and the mining industry?
Okay, the connection, of course, is very important and very strong because most of the ceramic industry, the ceramic producers, they prefer to be near the mines because the shipping of material is quite expensive and the material is not very expensive. To ship the material from Europe or from Asia to Egypt or to the Middle East costs a lot of money compared to the final product. So mining in the country where the industry is present is the most important. In Egypt, if you want to speak about the size of the market in Egypt, now we have about 1.2 million square meters of tiles every day. So it's almost 400 million square meter a year production. Between 1990 and 2010, we increased our production a lot because we are very competitive because of the local material, availability of local material, and a lot of the imported material are now manufactured locally. It's the glaze you put on top of the tile.
Okay.
This is for the tile. For the sanitary ware, we are becoming the hub for sanitary ware in the region. Most of the multinational, the big players in the industry are present in Egypt, like Roca, Duravit, Sanitec, American Standard, already Standard. Everybody, I mean, all the big players are available because of the low labor cost, because of the natural gas, because of the local raw materials. So everybody is investing in the local market, and it's quite expanding, and we're exporting the whole, to Europe and to the region.
So speaking of expanding, so that brings to the next question. So how do you see in terms of the growth and the outlook for the ceramics and the mining industry in the Middle East, particularly within Egypt as well? Really,
it depends which kind of industry. The tile industry now production is quite big. And they were a little bit affected because of what's happening in the region, in Yemen, in Syria. And of course the drop of the oil prices. So investments in the budget in most of these countries went down a lot. So the investing in the low cost buildings is down. So this is becoming a little bit of a problem.
Okay.
However, in other industries like sanitary ware and tableware, which most of the exports are going to Europe and maybe to the US, so it was not affected much. So expansions are still going on, and they are investing nowadays. Regarding the mining, it's time for investment now. There are already a lot of miners, but the technology is not as sophisticated as we see from the big players worldwide. So there is possibility for multinational companies to come in and invest in Egypt because everybody wants to reduce his cost at the moment.
Of course.
And if there is any imported material within the recipe of the body of, say, the sanitary ware or the tableware and can be sourced locally, needs some processing. So if the processing is done properly locally with the technology of the foreign partner, this of course will reduce the cost and will make the local companies more competitive.
Okay, great. So the last question would be, as an attendee, at this Mining Investment Middle East and Central Asia Conference. How have you benefited from this whole experience here?
Really, it's the first time for me to attend such a conference, and of course it's good to see the experience of other countries and to see the experience in Oman as one of the countries that is very rich in minerals, and to see the different funds that are investing and promoting investment in the country. And we see all the difficulties, even because we saw from different countries around close to Oman what they are doing, and how they are attracting also the multinational investors in the field. I believe the future mining in the region is really very important, because this will make all the industries that depend on the mining to be more competitive. So even the countries in the region, they have to encourage these investment, and they have to attract the investors. And attracting the investors is not by saying that we have free, or tax free, or it's the environment in general.
Of course.
How to source the labor, how to source the fuel, how the logistics, because as you know, in mining, you move a lot of tonnage every day.
Yes.
So if you don't have the right logistics, you will have a big problem. So everything has to be studied carefully. But of course, from the conference, you get to know a lot of the advantage and disadvantage of different investment areas. So it's really very interesting to attend such a conference.
Thank you very much, sir, for your time, and thank you for speaking to us as well.
Thank you.